What's up, everybody? So today we are in Westover Arlington checking out a brand new renovated house. This one is walkable to Westover Village, and I believe they popped the top on this one. I'd have to see the before photos of this house, but it's a pretty cool renovation. So let's head outside and get this tour started. Today we are in the popular Westover neighborhood in North Arlington checking out a newly renovated home. This one is on the market for $1,250,000 and listed by Richard Yoon with Pearson Smith Realty. Inside, this one has a gorgeous kitchen, 3 beds, 4 baths, and about 2,000 square feet on 3 levels. You're also a short walk to Westover Village with all the shops and cafes, and about a 15-minute walk to the East Falls Church Metro. That being said, let's start the tour, and if you have any questions or would like to set up a showing, just reach out to my team and I below. All right, let's get this tour started. Let me back up here so you can see where we came in from. So as soon as we enter here, we have kind of like the open concept living room, kitchen. I'm sure they probably added those recessed lights. And obviously we have new floors, new windows. I'm sure they added pretty much everything is new for the most part. They got it nicely staged. And I bet there was a wall right here. So we got the quartz island with a couple spaces for seating. And we do have the wide plank flooring on this level. Oh, we got a Bosch refrigerator. Open that up for you with some Fanta. I haven't seen Fanta in a while. That's a throwback. And we have some cabinets down here. A few of these. So we got the backsplash. Looks like almost like a marble or quartz backsplash. It's really the same as the countertop. Pretty good size sink there. And then the neighbor's house is actually new construction. I mean, not like brand new, but maybe in like the last like 5 to 10 years. And then if you look up and down this street, it's like 3 of the next like 5 houses on this side of the street all look like they've been redone or either substantially remodeled or brand new construction in like the last like 5-10 years. And obviously because you're in the Westover area, you know, you're walkable to the Westover shops, you're walkable to East Falls Church Metro. You have the North Arlington School District. So this neighborhood is definitely like a more popular neighborhood for new construction, for renovations like this. Got our pantry, with our sliding door right here. Let me show you another just glimpse before we head outside. Got a little chipmunk right there. So this lot is, slopes up a bit, but kind of have like 2 separate areas. So this, they did the retaining wall. They got the gravel, the sand pit, the gravel. You could put some furniture around here. You are close to 66, so some parts of Westover you're like right on 66 and it's right in your backyard. This, you can definitely hear 66 in the background, but there might be like 5 or 10 houses before you actually get to 66. So you got your nice little picnic bench up there, a shed. Looks like they have some type of studio out there almost. Or maybe that's just a shed that looks nicer, I don't know. You can see they expanded theirs a bit. They got the deck. And let me show you this side as well, because you do have, you kind of share the driveway, but looks like you probably fit 2 cars, and then obviously there's street parking, and then you have that basement exit. And this house, that right there is a backup generator. So if we get some crazy hurricane or storm, still have power. And these things are pretty expensive. They're like, nowadays, a brand new one would probably be like $10,000, $12,000. That one looks older, but still working as far as I know. All right, so we still have a couple rooms to check out on this level. So this is just like a kind of a small little closet here. I'd maybe make it like a spice rack or something, I don't know. So we got our first level bathroom. I like this bathroom tile there. Kind of like a turquoise type of look. We do have a light out right there, but not a deal breaker usually. We got our tub, gray tile. Yeah, that's a cool like turquoise color. Off to my left, that's the basement door. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe some type of AC, probably ductwork. All right, so this would be the dining room. So it's kind of off to the side, kind of more of like a cozy dining room. You're not gonna have, 15 people in here, but not everybody is looking for that kind of space. And this room is kind of interesting. So we got the pocket door here. I guess it's kind of set up as an office, although if you needed a bedroom, you could probably use it as one. A Japanese maple tree, maybe. I think that's like the one type of tree I can identify. Maybe like a weeping willow as well, but anyways. And yeah, a little bit more about Westover. So a lot of these houses were built in like the 1930s, 1940s, kind of smaller houses, but then people do big renovations like this one, or they just do brand new construction. And this neighborhood, you also have like a farmer's market, you have like a main street, the Westover shops, where it's like more like the independent shops and stores. They got the famous Lost Dog Cafe, they got their hardware store, and that kind of vibe going on. Hey, what's up? It's Jeff here. So before we head upstairs, if you guys have any questions about this house or any other houses around the Northern Virginia or DC area in any price range, reach out to my team and I below, and we'd love to assist you, whether it's a question, setting up a showing, that kind of thing. Also, be sure to sign up for my Northern Virginia weekly email newsletter in the link below. We go over deal of the week, market updates, helpful info, different things like that. All right, let's head upstairs. Give you one more look at this street. That's kind of a cool house across the street. This looks like a Cape Cod style with those shingles. So heading upstairs, the stairway is a little bit steeper than you would typically build nowadays. A little bit more like narrow, but up here we have 2 more bedrooms. So ceiling height is pretty good up here. And this is a pretty good size room. Pretty long room. And we got the wide panel flooring up here. I believe it's some type of like vinyl or wood composite. There's a gorgeous tree right there. Look at that. All right, so we have one closet up here. And that's a pretty small bed right there, but you get the idea. You could, obviously fit a much bigger bed. And this room is kind of cool because you almost have like a living room in it, this whole space over here. Or maybe you set it up where you put another bed, if it's like a kid's bedroom, maybe you have one bed over there and then another bed over there. Problem solving. There you go. All right, so up here we got the blue theme going on. I like their tile guy. Nice color choices, I think. There's no bathtub up here, but you got a pretty nice Spacious shower. And this would be the primary suite. So a pretty good sized space. I wonder if you could make this like more of a closet space, or you might not even need to do that because we have a walk-in closet over there. Oh yeah, so they have it as like some shelves and that kind of thing. So we got, looks like maybe a queen size bed, but you could definitely fit a king size bed. You know, you got some space on both sides. Have our walk-in closet, which I will walk into. Shelves. And here is the view from this side. So you definitely have some space to work with over there. And what's kind of nice about this house is you kind of feel like you're kind of higher up, so you're kind of like looking down. You can see the neighborhood. So we have a second full bathroom up here. Again, they went with the bold tile design here. Looks pretty nice. And I like this, that we have the 2 sinks. In this price range, you gotta have the 2 sinks. Just open up a few of these. All right, so we will make our way downstairs. We still got some space to check out in the basement, as well as take a quick view of the neighborhood. Hey, what's up? It's Jeff again. So if you guys have any questions about this house, if you want to set up a showing, if you want any recommendations from Lost Dog Cafe, as an Arlington native, I'll tell you what to get. Just reach out to my team and I below, and we'd love to assist you. And if you guys have any questions about any other properties in the Arlington, DC area, just reach out to us as well, and we can get that set up. All right. So the stairs going down to the basement are a little bit better, more standard, I would say. And down here, you actually have a decent ceiling height. I'd say maybe like 7 foot. Like, it's not super high, but it's definitely a good amount of clearance. Right here is a little bit lower, but these older houses, you're gonna kind of have that. We got plenty of windows down here too, so good natural light, and you can see you're basically just a little bit below ground level. This is probably just like a utility, yeah, just the electrical panel. And it looks like they have a waterproofing system. So we'll have to ask about that. Usually waterproofing systems come with like a lifetime warranty, but we want to find out like how that works, if they've had water in the past, or you know, that kind of thing. So we got some storage underneath the stairs. And okay, got a closet. Back up a little bit so you can see everything. They added some recessed lights right here. Got a nice vanity, mirror. And we have a shower down here. So we have a lot of bathrooms. So I believe it's listed as a 3-bed, 4-bath house. So plenty of bathrooms in this house, not as many bedrooms as some people are looking for, but some people don't need a 4 or 5 bedroom house either. So This is what I was saying was the waterproofing system. That's usually like what that is. They usually like drill all the way around. Then any water that comes in goes down into that drain and then gets kicked out. I don't know what that clicking noise is. Washer, dryer. Maybe you could make this look a little bit prettier. I mean, it's unfinished space, but I'm sure you could add some shelves or kind of dress it up a little bit if you really wanted to. And looks like whoever owned it previously got it serviced quite a few times. You know, have the home inspector check that. And we got a few steps going out into driveway area. All right, so let's head upstairs and I'm just gonna show you the neighborhood real quick. So you can see you got a little bit of stairs. I guess you could just drive and come in that way as well, but you still have to walk upstairs either way. But yeah, it's a nice, oh, there's a cat over there. Westover is a very popular community. Usually houses sell fairly quickly around here if they're priced well and that kind of thing. And then you're close to Metro, North Arlington School District, and a lot of newer homes going up around here. All right, so let me know what you thought about this one and be sure to check out some other property tours on the channel.